Story name: The Goddess of Fruits and Vegetables. There once lived an asura named Ruru, who belonged to the lineage of Hiranyaksha, a devotee of the Trinity. Ruru performed a penance to please Brahma. When Brahma appeared before him, he asked Ruru, "What do you desire, my dear child?" "O Lord, will you bless me with the boon of always having the Trinity protect my family?" So may it be, blessed Brahma and vanished. Time passed, and Ruru's son, Durgamasura, an ambitious and intelligent Asura, grew up to be a powerful king. The guru of the Asuras, Shukracharya, advised Durgamasura to pray to Brahma. Shukracharya knew about some of the foolish boons the Asura had asked for earlier. So he warned Durgamasura, "Be careful what you ask for." Durgamasura listened to his teacher carefully before he departed for his penance. He meditated for years until Brahma appeared and asked him, "What do you want, my devotee?" Durgamasura was aware of the importance of the Vedas and the Yagnas and decided that, unlike his predecessors, he did not want to ask for immortality. Instead, he said, "Lord, you are the creator of the Vedas. Please give their sole ownership to me." Brahma agreed and blessed Durgamasura. Once he became the owner of the Vedas, Durgamasura kept them under lock and key in Patala, the lower realm of the earth. As a result, future generation of priests and sages who were unable to refer to the Vedas could not perform yagnas. Gradually, fewer yagnas took place, and the share of food usually offered to the fire to please the gods through yagnas became minimal. With the passing of some more time, the practice of yagnas became extinct. So, the gods grew disconnected from humans and began losing their power over the early realm, becoming weaker and weaker. Durgamasura knew that the weakness of the gods would in turn enhance his strength. He soon began troubling the citizens of earth and the other living beings on the planet. Varuna, the god of the river, became so thin and weak that he was unable to send rain for the people on earth, resulting in all the water sources drying up. Famine ravaged the world. Animals began dying due to the lack of food and resources, and so did the men, women, and children. However, Durgamasura showed no sign of change or repentance. As a king, he still demanded all sources from his subjects, including water, and was unbothered by the difficulties faced by his people. Instead, he used this opportunity to march towards the heavens, dethrone Indra, and crown himself as the king of the gods. This made all the gods, including Varuna, his slaves. The gods felt helpless because of the Trinity promises of protection to Durgamasura's father. Brahma had no inkling that giving the Vedas to Durgamasura would result in the end of yagnas, which would lead to powerless gods and famished people on earth. Gods and humans alike become terrified of Durgamasura and his next move. Brahma and Vishnu ran to Shiva, requesting him for assistance. Shiva was calm. He said, "The Trinity has promised to protect Ruru's family, which is why we cannot declare war against Durgamasura. The only person who can do so is my wife Parvati, who is independent of me in thought and action. Even though we have promised to protect the family, perhaps Parvati can assist. She is a fierce warrior who can easily defeat her enemies." Hearing the endless pleas of gods and human alike, Parvati came down to earth on a lion. She was armed with 16 weapons in each of her 16 hands. The goddess observed the sparse vegetation and the heaps of dead animal and human bodies because of the never ending drought. A mother at heart, she could not contain her sadness, and tears spilled from her eyes. The moment the tears touched the earth, they instantly turned into full fledged rivers. When Parvati realized that her tears were turning into river, she used her powers to replicate 100 eyes all over her body. This gained her the name Shatakshi, 100 eyes. Soon the earth was blessed with water, but there were no trees left to sustain life. Parvati wondered how this problem could be solved. She knew that rainwater was the purest water of all and that is helped grow food quickly. So she went in search of Durgamasura. The Asura king became enchanted with her beauty. The moment he saw her without realizing who she really was, he asked her, "Oh beautiful lady, what do you want from me? I am sure that I can give you whatever you are looking for. Release the Vedas and allow Agnas to resume. Let Varuna send water to the earth. Only rain can bring crops. Rivers can help, but rain is essential. I will agree to this, fair maiden, but I want you to marry me. Don't you know that I am the wife of Shiva and the mother of the universe? Don't you know the meaning of love?" She continued. "You have done wrong. My child, stop your negative actions and understand that it is important for the world to have peace." Durgamasura, however, did not heed her words. He was obsessed with her beauty. He said, "It is wonderful to know that you are the Shiva's wife, but I must advise you to leave your aesthetic husband who resides in a god-forsaken place like Mount Kailasa. Become my queen and I will be your slave for life." Parvati became furious at his words as the gods watched the proceedings with interest and fear. "There is no point in trying to explain anything to you," she said. "So, the only solution is that you must meet your end. Maybe that is your destiny and the purpose of your words. Come, let us fight." Durgamasura laughed loudly. The thought was absolutely absurd to him. "Oh, come on. How can a delicate woman like you fight a mighty demon like me?" Parvati refused to back down, so Durgamasura reluctantly agreed to a fight. A terrible and fierce battle ensued. Parvati, now in her angry and vengeful avatar, used all her weapons and strategies and killed Durgamasura. Gradually, Parvati returned to her calm and peaceful self and said to the gods and humans who had come to thank her, "The farm in which I fought against Durgamasura will be known as Durga. To save the world, I will give the seeds to grow plants, trees, and vegetables, and Varuna will send rain to help cultivation. For this purpose, you must pray to me in my farm as Shakambari, with vegetables and not flowers or ornaments. I will create a beautiful garden here, which will have vegetables growing in it forever. For this, I will be known as Bana Shankari, or the goddess of the garden, and I must always be dressed in green." Thank you.